Welcome to Master Gomez Gaming, and this is part 30 of our Hades 2 playthrough. Here we finally get the last voice line for Prometheus in terms of unlocking fates and
Forged by the fates.
getting one step closer to finding what's going on with them. Please subscribe if you can. It helps the channel go a long way in providing more content and more varied content in the future. Thanks.
Should work. More to be done up here. This is my path. I bid you shine for me again tonight.
You bear the flames of Ignium, but in the guise of Eos. My sister, in her youthful ignorance, knows nothing about this. May she enjoy her morning rides until a distant age. Now. Night Bloom.
This one's for you, Uncle. May you shake all our foes from the land, and your seas swallow them, that they rue the day they rose against us.
All of many sacrifices I've been receiving as of late, and there have been a lot. Yours have been the very best of all, my niece. And some of the newfangled boons we've offered haven't always swept you off your feet, but we do still have certain older blessings closer to the ones your brother used to get. Why, here's a few right now. Eyebrow tea.
Some coins. More cutthroats.
Heard you were heading out again. Figured I'd drop in and send you off. Safe travels and all that.
Think I'm finished here. shades are getting out of there. For Olympus. I cannot begin to imagine all that you do for this world, Grandmother. All living creatures count on you and what the seasons bring. That you are able to make time for me amid all that is not something I'll ever take for granted.
Thank you for the offering, though I am usually left cold. From mortals lately, merely begging cries for mercy, nothing more. Let my crops grow, Lady Demeter. Save my harvest, Lady Demeter. Insufferable. The seasons are a never-ending cycle of decay and renewal. Though there are such times when the seasons assert themselves much more fiercely than usual. Times such as now.
I see.
I've not seen you in a bit.
That's fish?
Something stirs.
It's a bite. It's a neck biter.
The Acheron provides. The gods of Olympus have not always been particularly kind. Yet you, a true blood relative of theirs, would show me favor for little more than carrying out my oath to great Hecate? Unnecessary, this. I've only curses in return.
You're so much more than your curses, Lady Medea. Perhaps the gods of Olympus and the dead never told you so, but I believe it's true. Your stronger dream vapors helped me get deeper into the psyche of Lord Hypnos, but unfortunately not deep enough. He's still dozing away. Anything else I can try?
Oh, there's always something. Rearrange some pieces of his mind, perhaps. Have you tried stabbing him repeatedly?
I was thinking more along the lines of his connection to his brother, the incarnate of death. Is there some way to imbue the dream vapors with the essence of the dead?
Why, certainly. The properties of sleep and death go hand in hand. I think I can point you in the right direction on that one. Do tell me how it goes.
Absolutely.
Of course.
How'd you blast old Typhon into smithereens? Don't have much here could have done something like that. At least not without taking the summit too. You got to let me in on it sometime.
Felt that.
Just doesn't always do the job. Sometimes what we need is a great big conflagration, an inferno of the highest order. How about one then?
Sure. Join me. See you in the Crossroads. Let's get the lay of the land. Area clear. Stronger.
What?
If I accept this message.
How much do I have? Such a farce.
That was good.
About time.
You know, if you've been having trouble sleeping, there's got to be a better solution than these repeated drubbings from me.
I tried a lot of stuff. Sleeping on a full stomach, sleeping on an empty stomach. Nothing worked, but this works just fine for now. You gotta meet some of the guys. No use hiding from Tug the Bait. You lousy little...
Out cold. A gift.
I am your guide.
Fine, fetch. Appreciate the help. instructions for the broker. The messenger.
The path of stars.
Illumination.
Into the dark.
In the name of Hades. Good fight, Golly. I accept this gift.
Cattle milk, apple pieces, olives, figs, ginger roots, and cypress twigs.
Evening, little pigs.
Oh, you're back. I wonder, does sour Lady Hecate as yet consort with that tactician shade of hers? Not of surpassing stature, prone to talk. Oh, what was his name again?
You mean Odysseus? He remains indispensable to our cause. What knowledge I possess of this route and the dangers along it are thanks largely to him. Why do you ask?
Oh, no reason at all. It's merely that he was a flighty sort, as I recall, quite prone to wandering about. So his continued service is a bit of a surprise. A pleasant one, mind you.
Did you used to know him? I don't recall you interacting at the Crossroads. Not that I was paying much heed to anything besides my studies then. I was so little last you visited.
Once I relocated this isle, the journey to the Crossroads became much more arduous. As for Odysseus, yes, him I've met before. Him and his pig-headed crew. A different age, Poppet. Perchance he's learned a bit since then. Then very well.
Next vessel. to light my way. You should have stayed in shadow. That's everything. Get that, Golly? It'll be all right.
Well done.
Solid ground ahead. Hear me, on my authority. For my mother.
Here.
I must say, especially for someone who claims to thrive on pure disorder, you are very punctual and consistent, Eris. Every time I've crossed the rift, you've been right here.
No need to rub it in. Look, I know this is becoming a problem, but I swear I can get it under control. Just promise me you won't tell anybody.
You want me to promise not to tell anybody that you're punctual and consistent? Why? Because you'd hate for them to start to think better of you for a change?
Yeah. Although, since when do I even care what anybody thinks of me? That's not who I am. It's all because you're ruining it for me. Want more? Plenty of ammo. Jammed again? How about this? Got some more freaks for you. Who's your new friend? I've had it. Oh, yeah. When? Last? How could you be so cruel?
Buzz off. Carefully now. Onward, Golly. Maybe I should switch. The palm. like you. The umbral flames. Lord Zeus!
There at last.
There she is.
Going up. In you go.
Well, I don't see why not. Oh. Hey, wait, hold on. If you're not jesting that whatever war was on is over, then how come you keep showing up to get these battle-ready boons from me?
Suffice it to say, there are still battles to be won. But I'll spare you the details for the sake of your sanity and mine.
Well, cheers. I've not much sanity to spare. Sounds like you'll be around. You've got the special pass, so stop by any time. Perk you right up.
Don't be frightened.
To our abode.
Whoa, baby.
Your gesture is unnecessary. Warring mortals often make me offerings in hopes that I might guide them to victory. But you and I have a shared purpose, so I require no such incentives in our case.
This is no incentive, merely a way of saying thank you for accepting me and recognizing what potential I may have to aid our family in a time of need.
My father's palace is now closed for retrofitting, probably much like what's underway in your father's realm, leaving you with nowhere to rest after a hard night's work.
It's all right, Lady Athena. I mustn't stay here longer than I have to, and recover far more swiftly where I'm from.
You fight as though you're unencumbered, but I know the surface weighs on you. It is impressive how you've learned to suppress this fate-wrought weakness in your blood. A wise choice. Something of value. My greetings.
Agent of Change. Where do you suppose they are, Agent of Change? The Fates, I mean. They who set the Titans and the gods against each other to begin with long ago.
Wherever they are, pray they can't hear you speaking ill of them. Though why ask me? You're the one who knows everything, including whether they'll ever be located or not.
That I do. I would spur you to consider the possibility and your place in their scheme, and I suppose, in mine. Run. moment. It's as though we've done this all before. This was to be my future.
Saw that coming. There. Should get here soon enough.
Talent again.
Enough of this. Something there. Reagent over there. Well done. Next floor. Remember that. If only we could have met when we weren't in the midst of a war, Lord Hephaestus. but at least I had the opportunity to meet you at all. Your dedication to your craft is an inspiration. I strive to be as skilled at mine.
Right, cheers. Don't know you all too well and don't like drawing up conclusions till I'm very sure of something, but you seem a decent enough sort. Much more than can be said for certain members of the family, ain't it?
In the name of Hades. They're making me pick favorites. Closer to the top. There's my order. One with Selene. See you again shortly. Greater might.
Ought to be something you can use in here.
Hear me, on my authority. Protected. I've returned!
face again, Typhon.
They're here. He's down. For the unseen.
It is most natural to wonder, now that our princess of the underworld withstood the terrifying fury of the father of all monsters, what comes next. So please, go right ahead and wonder that.
Thanks so much for watching.
Return to Shadow now.
Please like, comment, and more importantly subscribe, as it helps the channel go a long way. See you in the next one.